Well, are you backing Shell pulling out of this development?
Well, yes, because oil and gas has to be left in the ground. That's our only hope for the midterm to long-term future. And, you know, this idea that renewables are more expensive is a narrative that is fundamentally flawed. It is just not true. The cheapest way of producing electricity in the UK on a good site is using a wind turbine. Yes, we need to develop our energy storage, and that it has developed over recent years. We've seen a dropping of anything between 50 and 90% in the cost of storing energy. And, you know, we really have a serious chance of achieving that zero carbon with renewables, with this energy storage. And this idea that there aren't jobs out there is just ridiculous, you know, especially in places like Scotland. Quite recently, a Scottish company managed to put a tidal stream technology, which is a way of pulling electricity out of the movement of tides and underwater sort of movements of water. And that produced more power in 1 year than all the other technologies that were based offshore had done in 12 years. So this technology is leaping forwards. And Scotland, the place where we're talking about here, we could pivot the workers that are sadly going to have to lose their jobs. And this is not a surprise, but in favour. This is not like the coal industry where, you know, in the 80s, I remember that. I live in Yorkshire, so I remember what was done to the coal miners in that. But what we're looking at here are technologies, offshore wind turbines, floating wind turbines, tidal stream, where these workers who are skilled in offshore steel engineering, oil and gas currently, but they could pivot to producing renewable energy. And that's, you know, potentially 2 million jobs just there. And then we've got 29 million houses that need to be retrofitted. So we don't need as much energy. And that shrinking amount of energy that is required by people will offset in the short term, the increase in cost.